are Confessional Magazine, and this is More to the Story, brought to you today by Iris and Bo, whose toner helps keep my laugh lines in check, because you never know what our guests are going to say. Visit irisandbo.com today and use code CONFESSIONAL for 20% off.
So much love in this heart of mine.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Confessional Magazine, and I am joined here today with Glitteratti, who is out of Duluth, Minnesota. Thank you so much for being here today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are just a group of super talented musicians of different walks and different paths and different groups, really, that have come together and made a sound of your own, and it's so fun. And I especially love and we'll get into all of this, but I especially love the music videos that you guys do for Glitteratti, because what's better than old home movies, right? So
Yeah.
we will get into all of this. So I just want to start by maybe going around and everybody just introducing themselves a little bit. Let's start with you, Mark.
So I'm Mark Artman. I write the tunes for this band, and we have been playing together. Maybe I shouldn't have just jumped in with that. I'm not sure how long we've been playing together. 7 years, just sort of being musicians in Duluth, and just the desire to play music and spend time together. I just started introducing the idea of playing some originals, and the guys take to them so quick. It's a very easy, fun band for me to be in.
That's so cool. Let's go to Tim next.
I'm Tim Saxog. I play bass and do some singing. I live up here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Davey and I are in Trampled together. I've just, so obviously know Davey through that, and Mark. We met in Duluth when he came up there, and was playing with like half my band in a band called No Wait Wait. And I was in a different band called the Dukes of Hubbard. Both are long gone, but not forgotten. That's where I'm at.
Cool. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm Dave. I play guitar in Glitteratti and do vocals also, background vocals. And I live in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. That's where I'm at right now. And I met Mark, I think around the same time Timmy. I'm not sure if Timmy, your first meeting with Mark was when he was the camera guy interviewing Trampled up in the blue house that I used to live in, or if you'd met him before that. But that was my first introduction to Mark, and I just remember him at the end when the recording was off, and he was kind of just like, so what makes you guys so special? Or something like it was pretty funny. And I just remember like he was just like, I kind of just never forgot that. And then later he got a hold of me to he was interested in my banjo style, and more or less just kind of asked if I wanted to get together with him and play some.
Who's that?
We're dog sitting right now, so he's barking. I think my girlfriend's home.
It's Chuck, though.
I love that. I was gonna say you might at any point during this, and this is like a normal thing that I say during every interview. I'm a dog mom, so at any point you might hear Ninja or Bruno just.
Where's Tully? Is Tully in the house?
I'm petting Tully right now.
Great.
A little as we go.
Great.
So anyways, I met Mark. He asked if I wanted to play some banjo, so I came over with my banjo, and I think we kind of had a practice and recorded some stuff and basically started playing music together. And that was, I think, over 10 I don't know how long. It's been a long time. So we've played in the band Too Many Banjos, and once we started kind of, he wanted to play some guitar, and we started doing that, and so it's been a fun journey to play a lot of Mark's tunes in different bands and different instruments, and a lot of fun, and really liked it. I like this band a lot. Like, glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. So Mark, I heard him say that he met you when you were filming the band?
Right. So before I got fired from Channel 6, I worked for them. And before they fired me, I was still working for them. And one of the stories I did was Trampled were playing the North Shore, or there was a party, I'm not sure, but yeah, Trampled were gaining steam, and I went and interviewed them at Dave's house, and everyone was there, and I think maybe Kelly was there.
Yeah, maybe.
And what was the question again?
Nothing.
Oh, I was working for a TV station, yeah, before they fired me, yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's great. I mean, it's just, it's not great that you were fired, I guess, or maybe it was a blessing in disguise. But I mean,
yeah,
it's just cool when people can organically get together and just vibe on each other's music and sound. And sometimes when like the right people cross paths, magic is made. And it sounds like that's what happened here with you guys.
I think, well, our connection initially, I think, with this band was through like classic 70s singer-songwriter stuff. Like we were playing hard, we were started as a trio, just doing that vibe, that Simon Garfunkel, Everly Brothers trio singing, just acoustic guitars. And it was fun to just sort of, it's just nice to hear harmonies, you know, sometimes it's just nice to hear my harmonies. And we were doing that. And eventually Kyle, the drummer, got involved. I forget exactly how. And the next thing seemed to just sort of write our own songs seemed to make sense. But just the desire, I think for me, the desire to hear harmonies. Yeah, that's an important one for me.
Yeah. So how did you guys come up with the name Glitteratti?
I think there's an answer for that.
Yeah, I think, Mark, you and I were on our way back to what's that old place that you used to work, and it
JTA before I got fired from there.
Yeah, but whatever. So it's that restaurant that gosh, they had that upstairs area with like
Brew House.
No, not Brew House. It was the next one. Anyways, we were walking to this venue that was just down from Luce. I think with Jake, was it Jake Larson and his girlfriend? And she just said, "Why don't you be Glitteratti?" Was that it?
Timmy, were you there?
No.
I think it was just you and I and Jake and his girlfriend, and we were like talking about a band name, or talking about like coming up with a name, and she goes, "Why don't you just be Glitteratti?" And I think we were kind of like,
done.
Sure. Does that ring a bell to you at all, or is that my favorite?
Yeah, that does ring a bell to me. It's a little grassy knoll, but I feel like we were walking to the brew house, and yeah, I do. Jake's girlfriend, she said it, and just sort of being done. Band names are tough because you can get really bogged down in it, and as soon as something becomes available, my feeling is just like, is that cool? Cool, we're done. And you don't end up with the greatest band names of all time, but you're just kind of done with it at the same time. Is Lazily Lightning 420 the greatest band name? Yes, but look, we can't all be called that. So that's why we're Glitteratti.
I mean, I love it.
Yes, thank you.
It works, and it's not. You might hear my dogs right now, but it's something that you're like, what is that name? Because it's kind of like, you would think, hearing the name Glitteratti, you might think it's like some pop, like kind of like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
But that kind of tricks you into pressing play.
Actually, it is.
Okay.
So now, I wasn't in on the naming, and I don't know if you guys knew of the word Glitteratti before, but so I knew of the Glitteratti that's spelled with one T at the end. And that's like, famous people like going to the Met Gala and shit like that, I think.
Yeah.
But then we looked up on Urban Dictionary, and it was in there already with two T's, and it refers to like LGBTQT activists who like shoot glitter bombs, like put pop glitter at like conservative politicians and stuff.
Wow.
I mean, hey, I'm okay with that too.
I am more than okay.
When we found that out, we were like, cool.
Awesome. I didn't know that, Jimmy.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I told you both at the same time. So.
Yeah, today, right now. It's fantastic.
Go check your texts from like 7 years ago.
Mark doesn't have any text.
That's going to be tough for me.
So where have you performed in the Duluth area and beyond?
That's a great question. I'll casually mention that we're actually going to be playing in the Duluth area in the next couple weeks here. We're playing Wednesday, May 13th. I think that's the date, at a bar in town here called The Ripple. So the past we played, well, we were going to do a tour last year, but that got canceled because of COVID. And then this past summer, we did one show at Earth Rider in Superior. So, like most bands, it's kind of hard to find exactly how we're going to do it, but the desire's there. And, like I said, we got one in 3 weeks or something.
Well, don't we have a virtual one and then the...
Oh, yeah. So on Tuesday, the day before, we're doing a virtual show at 2104.us is the name of the website. It's this guy in town, Rich Narum, who hosts virtual bands. 2104.us Tuesday night, I think at like 6 or 7 o'clock or something like that. But then on Wednesday, yeah, we're doing a live show at
Cool.
Ripple.
I mean, that's gotta be just so exciting to get back out there after like a long, hard time of not doing live music. Because I know as the audience, I miss it so much that I can only imagine what the performers are going through right now. Just that like fire to be on stage. So that's exciting. It's right around the corner for you guys.
Yeah, a couple sets. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we can sneak into rehearsal.
Yeah, I think that what's
We can text about it later.
No, let's figure this.
What did you say, Timmy?
We can text about it later.
Yeah.
So where do you what's your dream for this band, your goal? I have asked this to multiple people. 5 years from now, where do you see Glitteratti?
Hopefully still playing some shows.
Yeah, I feel like
5 years.
If the desire is out there, which for me, it never really wanes. I always love playing with this band. So, if the desire is always there for everybody, we always make efforts to meet up and play. And we don't play a lot, but we try to every year, at least a couple times. And I feel like that'd be great if we were still doing that in 5 years.
Yeah.
Mark, I don't know.
My God, 5 years. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I'd like to, we've recorded, I think, one side of a record, and I'd like for us to record a second side, and then we can put out a second full out. So 5 years, sure, I would love to do that. Right now, just sort of let's see if we can put something out in the next year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, maybe just keep getting out there with the live shows. And I mean, the more you're out there, the more people are hearing, the more they're Googling Glitteratti with 2 T's. And,
Yeah. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but the Glitteratti 4 T's thing, I mean, that was probably a mistake, but there's nothing we can do about it now.
Wait, is it actually 4 T's?
It's 4 T's, isn't it? Glitteratti. It's 4 T's.
Yeah, if it has
Oh, yeah, 4 total. 4 total. I was thinking 2 at the end.
Yeah, 2 at the end.
2 separate.
So earlier today, I was sitting outside in my backyard with my dogs, just listening to music. And I cannot say enough how much I love the song Love Songs and what is it? Songs of Love and Devotion.
Oh, sure. That one? Okay.
Yeah, from Among the Wild. And I just listened to it over and over again, sitting out there in my backyard. And I was like, I don't, it's one of those songs that you can hear being played on a commercial with and you're just enjoying your life, sitting out there and just being happy. It just sparks that okay, we're all going to be okay. So where did this inspiration for that song in particular come from, Mark?
That song? Okay. So that was a song that I didn't really think. So I write a bunch of songs, and we have this guy Steve Garrington, who's a talented musician, and I'll sort of filter music through him to sort of what does he think is sort of worth checking out. And that was one of them, which I didn't necessarily think was one that maybe would make the cut. And he's like, yeah, it's really cool. He said it reminded him of the last song on this Bob Marley record, where it's just sort of dun, 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 dun. It's just I'm forgetting the name of this Bob Marley song, but it has sort of an calming end of sort of record, or I guess in this case side quality to it. And did we put it on the end of side A? Is that right? I think it's the last song on side A. Anyway, yeah, it's the calming end to a side of a vinyl, which I think it's the last song on the side.
Yeah, I mean,
fades from that and then goes into
Ask the Missus.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, it's just one of those tunes that you're just like, yeah, this is just like you said, it's a great way to wrap up the first side of a vinyl, just like close it all out. But do you want to play anything for us, Mark? I see that you have your guitar there.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Doing Anything Friday, Mark?
This song is called Doing Anything Friday. Hosea, rectify. Hosea, speak. Hosea, can I die? Hosea, alive.
Nice.
Thank you.
I love it. Where do you like that sound is so different than the song that I just brought up. And that is also what is so cool about Glitteratti's, at least Among the Wild album, that each of the songs, they have this total like 70 like rock, but then they also have like the soft side of things as well. So it's very cool. You have a wide range of talent and ability in this. So how do you even like keep that all together when you're writing your music?
Well, I think the answer to that question is it really has to do with the band, because the band is it's like everyone's so talented that it's like let's reach out, let's expand the types of songs that we're playing, and I like that we can go from Songs of Love and Devotion to Hosea. That's great. I want, that's one of the reasons why I enjoy playing with this band, is because like, let's go in this direction. No, let's go in this direction. It's fun to throw it at them. They can handle it. They enjoy it.
Me too. I agree, Mark. Like, just kind of like what you said, you just go from something that's really mellow and easy to something that's challenging and more rock and different, and just kind of the spectrum of it's all over the place. So it keeps it super refreshing to play all these tunes.
Yeah. So if you guys could give any sort of kind of advice to maybe a kid who's 12 that just picked up their first guitar and they're like falling in love with music for the first time, because kind of like when I was younger, I started listening to music like you guys. Like I was listening to like Simon and Garfunkel records that my parents would be playing over and over. And that really is what like made me fall in love with music, is records and vinyls. And so what would you tell a young kid that is, starting to pick this up, and it's just, music is so cool. So what kind of advice would you give to a young kid just starting out?
Just listen and play as much as you want. We're all of an age where we can't really give advice to a young person trying to make it in the music industry now, because the way like even Turtles did it isn't really a thing anymore. So it's kind of all TikTok and YouTube and digital stuff. So I would say just listen and play and do whatever you want. Like at this point, like, and just if you want to make something, make it and, put it out there. you know, everything is so subdivided now. Like big hits aren't going to be a thing unless it's coming from like a big label or something like that, you know, that's put out there, you know, by the media, like a, you know, like pop type of stuff. So just have fun, do whatever. Don't worry
Yeah.
about what anybody
I,
thinks.
I would say if they're also just learning it and wanting to just learn an instrument is just as simple as playing 20 to 30 minutes a day. If you're just getting into it and you don't know what you're doing yet, or know, you know, even how to play, practice 20 to 30 minutes a day.
My advice would be to get familiar and get comfortable with the voice in your head that says that it's not very good, or it's been done before, or I'm not getting any better, and just allow that voice to exist without taking up too much space in your brain. Continue moving forward, continue doing your thing, hear that voice, but don't let it overpower you like a little yapping dog. Sort of like, I hear you yapping, but I'm going to continue pursuing stuff because I believe that it's fun and enjoyable, and I'm not going to let myself defeat myself. That would be
Wow, that's great. All three, it's great advice for, you know, anybody just picking up an instrument for the first time. I cannot thank you guys enough for joining me today for this quick little chat about Glitteratti, and I just can't wait for other people to hear your music, because it is really such a special, unique sound and sounds, because you guys just have such a vast majority of like tones and music and everything that you're bringing out to people, and it's just really cool to hear people enjoying music and spreading the word and spreading positivity and just getting out there. So beyond that, I do want to ask, how did you guys come up with your using of home movies for your music videos?
Oh yeah, that was a very complicated do we have any budget? No, we had talked in the studio about the idea of a music video, and we can describe that, but the reality is, like, right now we're just not together, and I knew that I had this footage that my parents were digitizing coming. I knew it was coming, and I knew the bar mitzvah footage was something that I wanted to do something with. So with doing the record and like not being together and not having like a music video budget, I was like, I think I'm going to put together just like a little movie here of this stuff. Is it as awesome as a Cardi B video? Yes. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody needs to check it out. And how can they find your music?
I think just go to our website, and I think it's DuluthGlitteratti.com.
Is it?
I don't know.
I type it in somewhere.
Four T's.
Yeah, 4 T's.
Glitteratti, Duluth. You know, Spotify,
Yeah.
a few things, Bandcamp.
Yeah. And
yeah,
you
we're
guys
dropping
on Instagram.
we're on
Instagram, it's Duluth Glitteratti, correct?
Yeah, very active Instagram account. And Hosea will be dropping on Spotify next Friday. So tune in to your streaming links next Friday for Hosea. And then the week after, we got a live show. So we're, right now we're kind of active in a way.
Yeah.
Sort of active right now.
Yeah, that's so exciting, especially again after the time we've all been through of not having live music. So congratulations to Duluth for getting live music back out there and making it happen for you guys so soon. And again, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Dave, so much for joining me and just, being out there in the music world. I so appreciate it, and I wish you all the best. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you. Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
So much love in this heart of mine.